It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Atlanta, where we'll see the Hawks going up against the Chicago Bulls. Chicago is one of the teams right now playing very consistently. They know it's always tougher winning on the road, facing a solid team, but one with weaknesses. They'll look to take advantage and steal the win. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover. When you played, Shaq, what did you like in a coach, and what set the good ones apart?
Well, my coach had to be a triple OC. He had to be over calm, over cool, over collective. Especially with all the media whirlwind in L.A., Phil Jackson is that guy. He kept things cool and collected in the locker room. He was a triple OC.
Triple OC, almost like a triple OG. But I'll tell you, great coaches have great relationships with their players. And those relationships go far beyond basketball. Most great coaches would talk to you 20% basketball, 80% life.
Triple OC, 80-20. Good stuff. Good stuff. Happy to be here with you two guys. It's very deep. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Thanks, homie.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
The Hawks play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it live right here from Atlanta, Georgia. Last outing for Atlanta unsuccessful. The loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Bulls. Pau Gasol is out there with Vucevic. Then it's Rose. Then it's DeRozan. And it's LaVine in at the 2.
Hey, for Zach LaVine, the dunk contest last season was his coming out party to the world. He put on a show that everybody in the NBA was buzzing about.
Nice touch on that hook shot. The Monsters got the first points of the night for the Hawks.
It might be the most difficult shot in basketball, the hook shot.
Passes it to DeRozan. Vucevic setting the pick for DeRozan. Clock at 6. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game. And for LaVine in his dunking, if you saw him in college or last season, you knew he was a very special player in the air.
Well, LaVine can be one of the great all-time dunkers with his height and ability to lift off. He gets airborne so effortlessly that there are few that can match his power and finesse.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Rose against Young. And he gets it to go. Young's got his first basket of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Boston Celtics.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Collins, good.
I'll tell you what, post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
It's blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. And DeRozan, here we go, and he gets it to go. DeRozan's got 6. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Young kicks to Gallinari. Pulls it from the elbow. Shot is off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
And, you know, with two teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is important. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Rose dishes to DeRozan. And the layup's good off the glass. 8 points for him.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Young against Rose. Here's the monster. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Count the bucket.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Gasol, a screen on Young. Rose passes to Gasol. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 11 points for DeMar DeRozan. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Pass to the monster. Outside Korver. Three-pointer. A rebound by Gasol. Shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense.
What a game we've seen here for DeRozan. He's already up to 11 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
It's his first trip to the line.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Young outside. He feeds it to Korver. The pass to the monster. Gasol against Collins. Korver kicks to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. DeRozan with the rebound. And Chicago has possession. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Boy, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far. They're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Free throw good, Levine. The Hawks trail by 5.
And guys, you hear about how the Hawks are the jokingly referred to as the Spurs of the East. It has to do with their coach, Mike Budenholzer, who's really brought that philosophy here to Atlanta.
That is good. The Bulls have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Gasol, a screen on Gallinari. And DeRozan. Here we go. It's tipped. Now here's Korver. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Vucevic pulls it down.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
Here's Korver. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Korver's got his first 2 points of the night.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in. Baller, he's checked in for Chicago. Chicago leading. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
Well, I asked him what strategy they were going to use at the offensive end, and he told me that they did not want to have to rely on their perimeter game. Instead, he plans to exploit what he described as a mismatch on the interior, saying, quote, "We have the talent inside to make things very difficult on them. We're going to use it." Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. And Young kicks to Korver. Back to Young. There's the triple. Rebound collected by Levine. The Bulls leading by 3. Takes the 13-footer. Again, Chicago.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
They set the screen. Korver kicks to Young. 6 to shoot. Again, Young missing.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Here's Levine. They grab their own miss. They swipe it. Up the floor. And there's Korver on the assist from Gallinari. Korver's got his second bucket of the night.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Missed it. He's now made 6 of 10 from the field. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Atlanta making some changes. Zeller, he's checked in for the Monster. Cephalosha comes in for Gallinari. And it's Williams in for Kyle Korver. And the Bulls making a change also. Mirotic is checked in for Pau Gasol. The Hawks trail by 3. Young with the ball. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved. You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Pick by Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. His first shot coming late, and he gets it to go. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
It's Young on the wing. He's got 7. Williams with a clean look. Another 3 for Atlanta.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
The dish now to Levine. He kicks it to DeRozan. And Capella sends it back.
You got a narrow edge here in rebounding early on. You wonder how much that'll play going forward.
Yeah, it's a game of inches, and every play counts.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way. Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Pick by Zeller. Cephalosha kicks to Capella. Outside Williams. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. A nice shot by Zeller.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Bulls trail by 3. Well, taking a look at Lou Williams last year, kind of a typical year for him, a lot of scoring on bad efficiency.
Yeah, and for Lou, he did make it over the 40% field goal mark, but just barely.
Just barely, you're right. And DeRozan kicks to Levine. Rebounded by Cephalosha.
Defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Ballman here now for an injury report.
Hello, Kevin. I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Chicago. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. We're into the heart of the season now, and that's the last thing this team wanted to hear. That's going to make their winter just a little bit longer, guys.
All right, Doris, and hopefully everything works out for him.
You know, pro trainers have so much available to them at their disposal. If it's nothing serious, he'll be back.
Chicago calls timeout.
You know, with Williams, it's more about his ability to create his own shot than his efficiency. That's why he's best suited as a 6th man, in my opinion.
So for the Bulls, Green, he's checked in for DeRozan. And it's Brooks in for Levine. Pass to Vucevic. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And Williams certainly does personify that 6th man role of instant offense, but it'll be hard to see him in the starting lineup with the way his shooting numbers are. And as good as Vucevic is on offense, guys, he's doing everything he can to catch up on his defense. Huge size and wingspan works to his advantage, although the subpar athleticism hinders him a bit. But, for example, he's averaged less than 1 block per game for his career, mostly because even though he's a 7-footer, he plays well below the rim.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And to Vucevic's point, big problem throughout his career, Clark, has been getting into foul trouble.
Yeah, it's tough. He's aggressive and sometimes out of position. Coaches are asking him to be aggressive, but he has to learn how to do that without fouling. That's the next step in his progression. And some of it is anticipation, so you're not in position to foul.
Brooks dishes to Green. From the baseline. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
You know, a good job by the defender of not getting fooled by the step back, but he still got the shot to fall.
And Young kicks to Williams. Pick by Zeller. Back to Young. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Brooks outside. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Green passes to Mirotic. Fade away. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Mirotic has got it all tied up now for Chicago. Now Young. He's got 7. From deep three-point range. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Tie game in Atlanta. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And a chance to hear from DeMar DeRozan talking about his team's impressive play of late. And DeMar is definitely a guy, Greg, that knows how to infuse that chemistry and teamwork on the floor. It looks like he's a big reason why they're clicking.
Kevin, no doubt. And attitude, such a huge factor in being successful as an individual, but really also as a team. I think we've seen him really embrace that attitude as he's matured as a player.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
It really does. I mean, it's a lot easier to get buckets inside. That's elementary, and they've done that through one.
The monster out there with Collins. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then there's Lewis Williams. And it's Young in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for ABC. He's around 14 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
Some guys just have the gift, and he's one of them. You need points, he's your go-to guy.
The first free throw is good. Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside too.
Rose, he's checked in for the Bulls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The feed to Green. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And guys, when you talk about Thaddeus Young, last year was another solid season for him. Excellent job finishing around the rim as usual. Solid rebounding numbers, but still trying to improve his consistency from the 3. He started the season strong in that department and kind of fell off a bit at the end.
And he gets it to go. The Monster's got his second basket of the night.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
And again, Chicago, no good.
Man, Thaddeus Young, he's really entering the prime of his career right now at age 27. Hard to believe he's now in his 9th season. Only spent 1 year in college. Still plenty of room to grow.
Feeds to Green. All sorts of time. Again, the miss by Green.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Young passes to the Monster. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender.
The drive by Green. That doesn't go either for Green.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Over in the corner, Williams. Collins kicks to Korver. It's Young on the wing. Passes to the Monster. for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Gasol, a screen on Williams. Ball, the pass to Gasol. And he gets it to go. Gasol's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Outside Korver. Kicks to Collins. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Bulls trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here's Gasol, and the layup is good. Gasol's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
And here is Williams. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
On the wing, Williams shoots it. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Williams has got 7 points in the game. Dishes to Mirotic, and that one's good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this 2nd quarter so far. They set the pick. Collins, a screen on Rose. Williams kicks to Korver. A 3-pointer off the mark.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Green, the pass to Ball. Back to Green from outside the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
The drive by Green, and yes, sir, that one drops.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
They set the pick. Young sets a screen for Williams. Collins dishes to Korver. Williams up on top. From deep 3-point range, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Chicago. Dean comes in for Baller. And so here is Chicago. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And Williams, here we go. Out to Gallinari. Here's the 3. Gasol with the rebound. Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Bulls moving the ball around. DeRozan's shot is good.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And, you know, back to D. Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now as hard as he did before the injuries. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Capella's checked in. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. Pass to Korver. Back to Young. Jacks up a three. Atlanta again missing.
And, you know, back to D. Rose. He grew up in a brutally dangerous neighborhood on Chicago's South Side. Some of that fearlessness, that competitiveness he exhibits was learned early on out of necessity.
Atlanta making some changes. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Collins. And Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for Kyle Korver. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Young against Rose. Now here's Zeller. He's guarded closely. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And it's DeRozan missing.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
From deep. Shots good from Young. Young's got 10 points in the game. Bulls trail by 3. Rose kicks to DeRozan. And again, Chicago. No good. Young passes to Gallinari. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Sefolosha with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Young's shot is off.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Sefolosha dishes to Zeller. Now, here is Gallinari. T right on him, and Zeller kicks to Sefolosha. 5 on the clock. Buries it from 3-point range. Sefolosha's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Can't get it to go. And Atlanta will go the other way with it.
I'll tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Here's Sefolosha. 5 points in the game. Down low. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Chicago making a switch here. Brooks checked in. To the paint. It's tipped. 4 on the clock. It's stolen by DeRozan. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. There's the bucket. Good.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Screen by Young. Beyond the arc. Rebound collected by Levine.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
To the middle. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And one thing about Nikola Vucevic, he owns the boards. Posted a top 10 double-digit average in each of the past 3 seasons. Plus, he's equally adept on both the offensive and defensive glass.
The first free throw is good. Well, Greg, you were talking about watching Vucevic. He doesn't have the athleticism to beat people to the ball on rebounds, but Clark, he does have an exceptional, ability to box out well. He's got that long reach. He can make steals.
Good technique, really great size, and a hunger to chase down the rebound. So you don't have to jump high to rebound effectively. As a matter of fact, Kevin, most outstanding rebounders are not high risers. They're quick jumpers, they're strong, and they pursue the pump.
That's a good point. Now here is Sefolosha. He's got 5. Picked by Zeller. Young from outside. Another miss by Young.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
For better or worse, and it looks like the latter. I mean, those threes not really falling yet.
It's DeRozan with the drive. The teardrop falls in. DeRozan's got 19 points.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Pick by Zeller. Sefolosha with it. Young outside. From deep. Again, Young missing.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's DeRozan missing.
It's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
Clearly, temptation got the best of him right there, Greg. Really nice work inside there. He'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
Here's Levine, covered by Sefolosha. Levine, good.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. The pass to Zeller. DeRozan against Gallinari.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Young. Shot is off. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Hawks lead by 1. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Nick, a competitive battle out here for you tonight. What's been the mindset for you and this team during the first half?
Just want to come out and not aggressive and just play hard on defense, getting stops. They're a great team, so they're not going to quit. They're going to keep playing. And we just have to keep getting stops and keep believing that we can win this game, and good things will happen again.
Nick, thank you. We appreciate it. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
The big positive, I think, their points in the paint. They were determined to work the ball inside of Ernie. It worked. It's always worked. I got 4 rings. I know it works for a fact. That's why they call me Dr. O'Neal, because I'm a master at being dominant on the inside. Anyway, you got to keep that going, because that will continue to open things up for them on the perimeter.
That wraps it up for halftime as the game is just about to get going again in the third quarter. We will see you later.